Being bad has never looked so good, and everyone's favorite 4 VKs are living proof of that. The latest Descendants 3 music video doesn't disappoint. It's filled with epic dance moves, lyrics, references, and hidden Easter eggs. Watch until the end to find out everything you missed in the Good to Be Bad music video. Next for Go Ashore. Good to Be Bad starts off by revealing that VK Day is here and that the VKs will be choosing 4 new people to attend Auradon Prep. The Isle of the Lost is filled with excited kids who all want to get chosen. We see them running with their applications in hand before the camera zooms into a newspaper on the floor. The newspaper's name is Troubled Times, and its font mimics the one of the New York Times magazines. So does this mean that the Isle of the Lost is modeled off of the streets of New York? We totally get that vibe. A small but readable headline in the paper also states that the next 4 go ashore, meaning that the 4 eligible VKs will be leaving with the gang that very same day. Where's King Ben? By now we all know that opening the barrier is a risk, which is why we originally thought that the VKs and King Ben would only go to the Isle once. However, thanks to the latest music video, we now know that they go a minimum of 2 times. In the Meet Hades trailer, we see King Ben and the 4 VKs exiting the purple limo as Hades tries to bring down the barrier.
I don't belong here!
However, in Good to Be Bad, King Ben is nowhere to be found and the VKs are wearing different outfits. So the villains on the Isle have a minimum of 2 chances to escape through the barrier in Descendants 3. King Ben has passed on the baton. In the first Descendants film, King Ben was the one calling the shots.
I've decided that the children on the Isle of the Lost be given a chance to live here in Auradon.
Oddly enough, King Ben doesn't seem to have a say in who he gets to choose this time around. It looks like he chose to place his trust in his girlfriend and her friends. It's up to the original 4 VKs to choose the next round of students, which is totally cool. Maybe next year, the 4 VKs who get chosen will be tasked with choosing the next generation of Auradon villain kids. On a side note, if you love High School Musical, you'll want to stick around until the very end. We noticed a hilarious HSM reference in the Good to Be Bad video, and you won't want to miss it. Jafar's snake-headed staff. Jay, son of Jafar, goes off on his own to encourage the orphan children to fill out their applications. We see Jay slide down a roof to gain access to the building, and as he's sliding, we notice that his father's snake staff is graffitied onto the orphanage roof. It's obvious that Jafar's been keeping busy ever since Jay turned his back on the Isle, but if there's one thing we noticed, it's how poor and dingy the buildings really are. In fact, one of the VKs seems to be sleeping on the roof, and to make matters worse, his bed is outside. Yikes! The Isle's even worse than we thought. A friend to the friendless. It's no secret that Carlos is a super nice guy. In fact, he's probably the nicest VK on the Isle of the Lost, and from the looks of things, his kindness hasn't gone unnoticed. The Isle's orphanage has Carlos posters all over its walls, and its children are over the moon with admiration for him. We see Cruella de Vil's son dance his way out of the orphanage in total Carlos fashion, and that's when we notice that the orphanage is called Carlos's house. Below the sign, it also says, "A safe place for lost boys and lost girls." We loved this Peter Pan reference. Evies Alley. Evie has always been one of the coolest VKs on the Isle. Her talent, beauty, and wicked fashion sense have turned her into a celebrity of sorts. It looks like Mal, Evie, Carlos, and Jay will each get to choose a VK, and it's pretty obvious that Evie has chosen Dizzy. They do share a special bond after all. We also noticed that the Isle named one of its alleys after Evie. Evie sings, "I want to see you all rep your block," while dancing her way through Evie's Alley. So if Evie chose Dizzy, who did Mal choose? The Journey card. Mal is most definitely going to choose Celia Facilier. She approaches her while singing "Today's the Day That You Won't Forget," and Celia welcomes her with a mysterious smile. She encourages Mal to pick a card from her tarot deck, and Mal selects the Journey card. This card is also known as the Fool's Journey, and it indicates that Mal will go on a journey to incorporate and realize her wholeness. So it's safe to say that Mal will soon embark on a journey of self-discovery. We just hope Celia's cards don't have any hidden factors. But then again, who are we kidding? She's Dr. Facilier's daughter after all. Jay's choice. We're pretty sure that Carlos is going to choose a VK named Bug, but what about Jay? Who will he choose? In the teaser video, VK Day is Coming, we see a kid named Kazi filling out an application. He states that Jay is his favorite VK, and during the music video, we see Jay stop a kid on a bike and pat his head. On Kazi's application, it says that his favorite pastime is reading, and we happen to see inside of the mysterious kid's backpack, which is filled with newspapers. We're pretty sure that this little VK will turn out to be Jay's choice. The aisle is divided. If there's one thing we noticed throughout the Good to Be Bad video, it's that the VKs have no shortage of fans. This is pretty surprising considering that Uma and her pals absolutely hate the VKs. The Isle of the Lost is clearly divided. A portion of its inhabitants want revenge, while the other half want freedom and happiness. It doesn't seem fair that the nice VKs should have to stay behind as their friends get chosen to go to Auradon Prep. But maybe that will all change after the threat to Auradon is defeated. Lady Gaga and High School Musical references. Fans were quick to point out that Good to Be Bad and High School Musicals, The Boys Are Back, sound a lot alike. And well, it's no coincidence really. After all, Kenny Ortega did direct both of these movies, so he was probably referencing the old Disney franchise. On top of that, the VK sang about being born this way, which is a Lady Gaga reference if we've ever seen one. And since Lady Gaga aims to spread self-worth and acceptance, it makes sense that her touching lyrics would appear in Good to Be Bad. So did you guys pick up on anything that we missed? Let us know in the comment section below. And that's a wrap. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're excited for Descendants 3, and be sure to hit that subscribe button for the latest news about your favorite movies and TV shows. Thanks for watching. See ya!